Hello everyone. Hello. Let's get a little celebratory today since it's the third day. And I just want to say thank you for all that have joined. And I already see Karen here. Hi, Karen. And Michelle is here. Oh my gosh, Michelle, you look so
Hi guys.
lovely. I like your pearls.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
And your hair's up. Ooh, look
Well,
at
I
that.
didn't wash it this morning, so just put it up. Okay? If you don't have time, you just do what you got to do and then put it up. But
Um,
I
yeah.
just real quick that Google Doc, I just put a little bit in your text because for some reason I
Okay.
couldn't edit it.
Yeah,
So
no,
guess
no
what,
worries.
guys?
Uh-huh.
We had such a great couple of days. I'm really excited. Ready to rock and roll. And I just want to, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a time to recap for the people that were in Europe, didn't get a chance to log on, but they can still get information. We're going to put where you can get the information and buy the 2 days because we had like Daniel Wood with, getting the right
Mhm.
mentor. We had
Yes.
like Lucy Libido on like she just being in service and the money flows. Dr. Geyer Health on health and keeping
Mm,
all of this and your well-being is good
yeah.
for business, good for your life.
Mhm.
And Odette spoke yesterday and had a plethora of knowledge, with her getting in alignment with the right clients and stuff. And another big one that I think both you and I, Odette, were like Karen Yakovich. She was like all
Oh
about this about
my gosh.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Who knew? I thought I
I
just
who
post my
knew?
resume and then if I
Yeah.
get a hit, then oh, and then Jacqueline,
Oh,
great. She was so wonderful.
yeah.
Deep
Oh my gosh.
emotion. I just loved her emotion on being the boss and how we all have our good
Hmm.
days, bad days, and just embrace it all.
Yes. Hmm.
And that was like Tuesday, or yeah, Tuesday. God, the week has just gone by. That was
Hmm.
Wednesday, and then yesterday we had Odette did her speech, and then Sarah Dumas. Wow, her I have to say I don't rags to riches kind of story, and how she elevated
Oh my
when
gosh, it
she
was
was making money, but then
amazing.
she elevated even more when she got into her personal
Amazing.
power.
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Yeah.
yeah, Amy Jones. I had the
Well,
luxury of being
before
in the
before you
VIP
talk about
lounge with her.
Amy, before you talk about Amy, Sarah, I mean, she had $200,000 days.
Yeah, crazy.
$200,000 days. I
Right,
mean, who
right.
wouldn't want that, right? So,
Absolutely.
yeah. I mean, if you guys want to buy the VIP, the replay is there for $97 and you can find that out. You can find out how to create $200,000 days. Who wouldn't want that, right?
And I gotta ask you, is the VIP lounge, that when we broke out into groups, is that going to be on there as well? Or because that, I
The
have to say,
VIP,
guys,
no, we
oh,
didn't we
well, you
didn't
missed
record
out
that.
if you
That
didn't
was
sign up for
intimate.
that VIP. You'll have to get
Yeah.
on her next VIP because we
Yeah.
got to really break down into smaller groups and really touch base on how everybody's doing. And I just loved Amy Jones. I mean, she's that real estate mogul,
Oh
but
my
and she's actually
gosh.
doing a talk with Bill, right, Bill? In
Yeah,
March.
Bill's here
Um,
and
and
well, Bill's
he
actually going to be one of the speakers
Yeah,
that is going
she's
to
so
be in
great.
your
And what I loved
inbox
about her,
today.
she's so grounded. And
Oh my
she
gosh,
was
she's
talking about
amazing.
how she thinks her key to success is that she really cares about her clients and
Hmm.
that they trust her because she's so grounded and so this beautiful. She's a Taekwondo expert.
Oh my
Her
gosh.
kids are
Yeah.
Taekwondo people. I mean, she's
I
just an
mean, it's
amazing
like
woman. I really, really enjoyed
wow.
having that time with her and Debbie.
Yeah.
Debbie was like the energy. What you put out there, people, and your not only, just work, but your thoughts, your actions, your words
Hmm.
mean something. That creates an energy. And you can, if you're in that low energy, that's what you're attracting. If get that
Hmm.
higher vibration, you're attracting that. And that's what
Yeah.
Debbie was talking about. And I really,
Hmm.
really dug her. And oh, I can't wait for the human design. I want to take that test that
Oh my
Stephanie Carla
gosh.
teach, that
Yes.
human design test.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
yeah, I can't wait to take that. And all of these free gifts that all these people, all their little tidbits of information are
Hmm.
on the that what we're
The VIP.
the
Yeah.
whole weekend
Replay.
that we or the two
Hmm.
days that we just had. So if you want to
Yeah.
get that VIP link, we're going to be giving that information in the chat of
Oh
where to
yeah.
get that and how to
Team,
purchase that.
can you put that? Oh, there it is. Actually, the link is in the chat right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
great,
Oh,
great.
and Bill said
And
that Amy
fourth
is
degree.
not only she's a fourth degree black belt. Oh, I
Hello,
mean,
hello.
that's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
I
Oh, and
love
Shiraz was like, "Hey, you know, you got your think of what you don't want. What you're thinking about what you don't want could be holding you back from your business. It's like we always think about
Mhm.
what we want, but in our unconscious, we're similar. What if I do get all these businesses? What if I do get all this stuff? I don't, do I want to be bothered by all this? You know?
Right.
So those are
Yeah.
thoughts that we kind of that hold us back. And that's what Shiraz was
Mhm.
talking about. And then,
Yeah.
okay, so one of my personal favorites was Yaya Diamond. She's a fabulous singer. And I even signed up. She's singing it where I live. What are the
That's
odds? Like you go on
what
these,
it's
this is what they talk
crazy.
about, you start going on these things and you see people, meet people, make connections. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
see her sing tomorrow. I'm so excited. And she's
I
got
know.
4 million viewers on her podcast. I mean, come on.
Hmm. Listen, yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm
Amazing.
excited for that and tomorrow to go see her sing. There you go.
Oh my gosh. I
But
know.
we got a great day and I'm feeling really lucky today because I'm just, I'm hosting but Odette is going to kind of help me because I'm a business person, but I'm also, as you see, my art and I'm a musician, singer. And I've always done, like always tried to gotta pay my bills, gotta pay my bills, gotta pay my bills, right? And so I've always done both. And now I've got the what do they call it? The twilight years? I don't know. I don't think I'm there yet. But I'm, at the next part, I've moved from California. I'm coming here and I'm restarting my life. I'm reinventing my life I know it's 60. So I just want to, she's going to help me and get my thing on before Christmas because I've got all this art, I've got gigs, and how I can maximize my cha-ching before Christmas. Excited.
So
Am I a little over the
that's a
top? I'm sorry. I'm excited this
no,
morning.
you know what, Michelle? Before we start, I just want to say that you've been an amazing co-host. I have
Oh,
to say.
don't stop.
Really, I mean, it's been so much fun, and I can't wait to do the next event with you. I mean, you're just a ball of energy. But for the next one, I think what we're going to do is we're going to highlight more of what you want to do and sell and have you on the spotlight so that you can, you know, just do and be in the vibration and sell what you are aligned to do or, and to be in as easy as possible. And so that's
Sounds
what
good to
we're going to
me.
do. Yeah, that's what we're going to work on today. And for everybody who's here and listening and for the replay, they can take these same steps that we're going to work on today to basically get you clients as fast as possible and with ease without this like heaviness, right? Which I mean, we've all been there,
Yeah.
right? We've tried to sell things that don't sell and
I
we
can't tell you
post
how many
on,
businesses I've had.
right. So I'm excited for this.
Me too.
And so that's what we're gonna do. So I want to pump up the energy here, and I want to ask our team if they can put the music on very lightly in the background. Team, Can you put that same music on very lightly in the background and see if they can do that? And if they can't, it's okay. We can do it without it. Okay. I'm waiting to hear from them. So we are gonna start with the basic steps. Oh, Georgianne is here. Oh, hi, Georgianne. Okay, here we go. There's some music. Does everybody in the audience hear the music?
A little bit.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay. Can you still hear my voice? Is the music too loud? Is the music too loud? No.
The
Okay,
music's
good.
not too loud at all. I'm a
Okay,
musician.
awesome.
Louder. If it's too loud, you're too old. No, just kidding.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. This is step one, guys. This is a four-step process. And the first step is identifying the product and or service that you have. And I don't want you to think about money. I don't want you to think about high ticket right now. I want you to think about what is the product or service that you have that lights you up. Okay, so Michelle, and we're doing this live now. So, Michelle, I want to ask
Okay.
you out of all the things you're doing and what you want to do, what is just pick one service or product that really lights you up, that you do with ease, that if money wasn't an issue, you could just do that forever. Just what would that be?
Well, I have to say, being a musician for 30 plus years, I love my singing. I've written music, I've performed. So doing that, and what I've incorporated is my art in the background on my shows, and I've gotten commissions from that. So
Okay.
um, do have an agent for music now. For the holidays, I would really like to hone in and get more of my art sold because I'm a juried artist. I have a goddess series. I have I've sold cards. Now this year I'm going to try to put my pictures on a journal because the goddess series, represents the feminine energy. And I was thinking about the summit for the women, and how like all of my goddess series, like that Sister Peacock has been commissioned several times, and
Okay.
I can actually take their profile and then
Hmm.
make her profile
Okay.
of them. But
Okay. So well, let's talk about one product or service. So
okay, the art.
it's the art. Okay, so
Yep.
it doesn't matter like how we do it. Like you can use your singing, you can do that. But that one product or service, and it sounds like okay, it's the art. And
Mhm.
you say that it's commissioned art. And what type of commission? So you'd like to do more of like the profile, that type, or what type? Just any
Any
commissioned
commissioned.
art?
These are just acrylic pour and abstract. I
Okay.
love the Goddess series. I love trees and stuff like that. So, um, wanting to know how to sell that on the internet.
Okay.
Like I said, all the stuff that has been in galleries have sold out. So now
Awesome. Okay.
if they want commissioned, I could commission them, or, anything that they want. If they give me a style or something, I can do
Okay.
that.
Okay, let's stick with that. This is wonderful. This is a commissioned art, customizable art. This is wonderful because there's not a lot of artists that like to do commissioned art because they would just want to just work on their own art and just sell whatever it is that they have. And so you do commissioned art, which is amazing. So let's stick with that. So I want everybody in the audience and in the replay to have that one product or service written down. That's step number one. Okay. And team here, if you can take off the music for now, I think we're done with the music. Bill says vision coaching for me. I love it. I love it, Bill. If you can get a little bit more detailed on that, like um, vision coaching, like what, because
Be more
if like
specific.
so Michelle has her paintings in the background, so I kind of see her style. So if she says something like, if I see a picture and she does commissioned art, I already see her style there and I'm like, hey, I like those colors, I like that, I can do that. But when I see vision coaching, I'm thinking about, okay, helping
Helping
people with
people with
their
their vision or
vision,
their dreams.
their dreams. Okay. um yeah, okay. And then Karen says 2-month program of soul-led transformation. I would love to know, Karen, a little bit more detail about that. 2-month program of soul-led transformation, like what kind of transformation? Is it an energy transformation? Is it like a business transformation? Like, does it have to do with money? Does it have to do with maybe moving energy, like maybe feeling less anxious, just a little bit more detail because I still don't.
Descriptive, like
Yeah,
descriptive words,
descriptive.
correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And then for Bill, helping people with their vision and their dreams. Because I know Bill, I know he's got a Success Online summit, and he helps with, I love what he helps with. And so, and he says, okay, Bill says, help people find their inspiration and what excites them. Awesome. And then does that translate into a business? Because you do have that summit. So is that more business focused or kind of hobby focused? Like what, Bill, what does that
Or elevating their
translate?
soul, kind of, or elevating them in life. Is it
Yeah.
just life
Well,
or business?
I'm asking these questions because when people meet you and they see you, and if you had a description, I help X type of people with this, then they're clear, oh, this person helps, like in my case, I specialize in helping women authors and experts get visible through podcasting, other stage booking, visibility, other visibility packages. So people are like, okay, if I want to be more visible and I'm a woman author or coach, it's not to say that I don't work with men because men approach me as well, but I have that written on my social media. And so people are like, wait a minute, I need some visibility and I don't know how to go about this. So then it gives them an idea of what you do. So this is food for thought. So this is identify the one product or service. Michelle, you've done an amazing job. Your commissioned art. Okay. So step two, who is the audience? Now, if we try to help everyone, we help no one. Now, even though my social media says I help women, authors, and experts and speakers get seen in podcast stage booking and other visibility packages, it doesn't mean that I don't work with men because I'm actually working with men right now. So men come to me even though because they see, oh, well, she is helping women authors. And so they come to me. Men authors come to me. They say, hey, can you help me? I know you help women, but can you help me? And I don't turn them down. It's the same process. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So if you can kind of let's do this with you, Michelle, and people in the audience. What is a segment of people that you would like to specialize in? I'm not saying that you're only going to work with those people. I'm just saying we're we're going to just specialize in that. So,
Well,
Michelle,
I think
out of everyone that you've worked with, what are the threads that are kind of similar? Is it mostly women? Is it mostly people that are over 50?
I think
Or are
mostly
they,
women are really intrigued with this goddess series, but
Okay.
I also have like I don't know if you saw the other day the waves. So the two things that sell the most are the Goddess series and the waves, because now I'm in Florida and the waves
Mm,
with the ocean
yes.
and everything sell because they want to have, down in Florida, they want to have a lot of bright things.
Right. Right.
In
Hmm.
California,
Hmm.
where I came from, they're a little more funky, so they like the Goddess series. They're a little more the woo-woo. So
Okay.
that's kind of the
Okay, well,
demographics.
let's pick one for now for this exercise, and for the next third, the plan can be
Okay,
for
we'll pick the
one
commissioned, the Goddess series.
the Goddess series. And you already have a following from California because you were there. So we're going to target those type of people. And there's a lot of Californians that moved to this area anyways. So
Right, right,
there's still like the Goddess kind of series now here too. There's
right,
some woo-woo
right.
coming down here. So let's focus on that. Because for every plan that you construct, and every effort that it takes to really kind of hone in on the client, it should be per product or service. And so imagine if you have like 100 products or services, it's really hard to focus and get things done. So
Hmm.
let's start with this one. And I bet when you focus on this one, this Goddess series, others will start to grow. But
Hmm.
if you focus on this and allow this to grow, at least for some time, then
Right.
we can open it up to others. And it doesn't mean that you're going to say no to other people for other things. You
Correct,
know,
correct.
you're just going to be known for this for right now. Okay.
Yeah, and the
All
Goddess
right.
series is the one that I won and got juried on, was part of the Goddess series as well.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so Bill says here, I help people find their dreams, the ones they have given up on, or the ones didn't know they had. I help them find the passion that drives them to live their best life. I love that. 70% of my clients are women 40 plus. Oh, look at you. All right. I love it. Oh, I
That's
love
so
that.
relevant, Bill, because I'm 40 plus, and starting over again. And a lot of
Mhm.
people, a lot of people will have their careers and everything, or their marriages, and they'll now this part of their life, they're doing it again. They don't know how to get to that. So that is so perfect, I think.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Bill, he's going to be one of our speakers today, pre-recorded as a bonus speaker. But I mean, he's amazing. So yeah. So thank you so much, Bill. That gives me more clarity, and that really helps me because I'm like, oh, okay, I have some people that I can send over to Bill because I know he does that really well. And I have some women friends that they're just struggling because they can't find their passion. So I'll just
Right.
send them over to Bill because I
And there
know
you
that
go.
about Bill now.
Right.
And if
Right.
he had an affiliate program, even better, because I can just, yeah, we can all grow with each other. But anyways, that's a whole other topic. So number one, identify that first product or service. Number two, identify your target audience. Bill, you did that beautifully. I love it. Michelle, let's talk about your target audience. So for this Goddess series, can you kind of verbalize women, right? You said most of them are
Yeah,
women.
women who are a lot of women are on the spiritual path. The
Okay.
goddess, represents all of our female energy, and the different aspects of the goddess, the different seasons
Okay.
of the goddess, and that's what my art represents. So my target audience would definitely be women,
Okay.
galleries. I mean, I go to
Okay, so
Uh,
that's the how. Let's step
oh,
away
okay.
from the how. Let's just talk about the client. Um, Typically, what age bracket are they in? If you
You
can get
know,
more
it's women,
detailed,
women,
just
I would say because I 20 to
uh,
80 because I've sold to young women that just go, wow, that peacock lady is just I
okay.
want one of those.
So
But
then give me a
financially, it's the older
yeah.
women that can afford a big canvas like that.
Okay. Okay, so then when you say the older women, what age bracket are we talking about? 50
We'll say
plus,
40
60
plus,
plus?
40 plus.
40 plus. Okay. So women 40 plus, and you said who also maybe are spiritual or are a
Yeah,
little bit woo woo, and then you can kind of specify that the goddess series. So let's make that instead of just saying the goddess series or just spiritual, maybe tie it with something. So believe in chakras, you know, meditation. I'm just making this
I
stuff
get it. I get
up.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if
The
you can do
seasons of the
that, that would
women.
be great. So let's write that down. So, and Karen, I hope you're following along. Karen, do you have a specific audience? I have mostly helped people with,
People with
uh,
burnout
okay. Oh, I am
and
running
feel
for
worthless,
political.
and they are on a spiritual path to get them helping healing from suffering and trauma.
Oh, oh wow. Okay. That's wonderful. And that is an amazing offer just because there's so many women that need help with that. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
I
I was
love
there.
that, Karen. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love that, Karen.
Are you burnt
So,
out? Come over here. I can
yeah,
help you.
yeah.
You
And
know?
Karen, if you can specify the age of the people of your target audience, and just it again, just for now, it doesn't mean um you don't serve the other age bracket. It just means that you're just gonna do the plan for the next 30 days, 30 to 40 days for this specific client. Because the more specific you get online, the more clients you can obtain quicker, more specific. Okay. All right. So let's move forward, Michelle. So now we've got your product, commissioned art, the Goddess series, uh, two women, spiritual women, 40
And the
plus.
different energy they possess, different energies we
Right.
possess
Okay.
as women, empowering.
Okay. Empowering. Okay. So then let's write those two things down because those are two steps. And then the third step is okay, where do they normally hang out? Where do they normally hang out? And this step, I would encourage you to use ChatGPT, and I love Claude. Claude is another ChatGPT like AI that does research for you, can do marketing research for you. And you can ask, oh, hi, Georgianne. Yeah, she loves Claude too. Yeah. Um, yeah. And so if you do research on where they hang out and ask specifically, would my target audience hang out more on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or TikTok? Which ones, and this is an example. You can ask questions like that. Prior to any questions, you tell ChatGPT and or Claude, you say, you are a marketing researcher. That's what you say. And then ChatGPT and Claude both will be that for you.
Okay.
And then you're going to ask these questions. Where are they? Where are they? So once you do that, then you've done kind of action steps that you need to know. You've got your product or service, you've got your target audience, and then now you know where they hang out. Okay. So you've got those three things. Okay. Now, what you are a marketing. Oh,
Dr.
okay.
Neelam Upal, I am running for
You
political
are a
office. Are
I
you?
know I was going to address that right now. So I
Oh,
do not help I do not I cannot help any political sides in terms of like a side that, a campaign or something, but I can help an individual. So if you're in it, regardless if you're running for office, I can definitely help you get visibility, but I can't be part of the campaign in terms of like just helping you do certain things. Anyways, I will give you a link for my calendar at the end of this, and then we can discuss what I can and can't do. So thank you for asking, Dr. Neelam Upal, and we can discuss that. So actually, here's my Calendly link, and it's I'm just gonna put this here, and the first call is $25. So, okay. So now moving forward, let's see. So Karen asked, "What do we ask Claude and ChatGPT? What do we say?" What I want you to say is, "You are a marketing expert." Marketing expert. Okay. And you're going to say in there, and then you're going to ask it where does this audience hang out in social media, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, this next step that we're going to do, I'm not going to write it down in the steps because this is all internal. Okay. So ChatGPT and Claude are going to give us where do they hang out. Okay. But this next step is, and I'm going to do it with Michelle, and you can follow along as well. It's a visualization, it's an internal shift. So when I did this summit, it's called Align Client Attraction Shift to Align Clients. You want clients that are going to love your work. You're going to have recurring clients. They're going to continue to buy from you. And that part you can do from the inside, like inside of you, embody it. And then you can do the things that you have to do on the outside. But when you embody it, when you know it, when you feel it in your being, then the universe responds. But there has to be some action to that. Okay, we did part of the action part, and now we're going to do the internal part. Okay, so now what I'd like for you to do is I want you to imagine, and just for one moment, I want you to imagine your ideal client. Just close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that ideal client. And now I want you to imagine 10 more of those ideal clients. And now they're all in front of you. and they're multiplying. I want you to imagine that now you have 50 ideal clients in front of you with all this love in the world, and they want to know more about you and your product and your service, and they're curious. They're just curious. And I want you to visualize your product or service from your heart, projecting that visualization of your product or service. And you're showing them what it is that you have to offer. And I want you to show them the transformation that they will receive after buying your product or service. And now I want you to imagine that they are receiving that transmission. And they're so grateful that you are offering this service or product. And now they're asking, oh my gosh. They want to know, what is the energy exchange? And with all the love in the world, you transmit what you would like in exchange with all of your heart's desire and love. You share it with them. And you notice that some are ready to go on this path with you. And some are not, and that's okay. But you put it out there, and they, even though the people that are not ready are grateful that your product or service exists, and that you are a pillar of light standing behind this transformation you are offering. I want you to breathe this experience in and breathe out any resistance, anything that's blocking you from this. I want you to breathe in and breathe out what you no longer need. Breathe in and breathe out. And all of those 50 ideal clients are so grateful that you are standing in front of them and doing this work. Then you give gratitude and you say thank you to them. We breathe out and we slowly come back. And when you are ready, open your eyes. All right, Michelle, how
I'm ready to
was
rock.
that? Woohoo! Tell me about your experience. What did you feel? How did you, how was your experience with that?
Well, my demographic, I'm thinking of like Oprah. I'm thinking of all these musicians, Pink, oh, all these people that have the creative mind, Lady Gaga, the loving, I could see them loving the Goddess series and telling all
Love
their
it.
friends and ordering it. And then also getting to, me, I always think of the people that don't have a lot of money and getting that online. And so if they can't get an original, get, the cliches or the productions of it and posters and cards and journals and all that kind of thing. And I'm picturing people going and clicking and buying.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so Michelle, because I know you and I know that you have the service, you've already sold some of this Goddess series. Do you have any testimonials by any chance?
I don't, but I could get
Okay,
them
that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, get them. Because what I was going to say, because we already did the exercise on asking AI where they hang out. So wherever on social media that they hang out, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, you're going to post on there, get those testimonials, give yourself a time frame. When do you think you can get some testimonials?
this weekend.
This weekend. Awesome. Okay. So, if you want a couple of days, put it, I want you to write down in 30 days, week one, obtain testimonials, and I want you to post on that social media where your ideal clients hang out. I mean, I would post it everywhere, but because it's easy once you figure out how to do it on one. You just
Hmm.
post it on the other ones, but focus on that one. And then start posting your testimonials. My client said this about this goddess series and put a picture.
Hmm.
But specifically you, because you have these beautiful paintings, put a picture. This is the series that I sold, and this is my client said this about this series. And so once you put those testimonials, if you can get a video testimonial, that would be great. Some people, it's a little bit harder to get the video, but it doesn't matter. Even if you just get just some wording, then testimonials are, they sell a lot more than just you kind of, talking about it. So,
Right,
if
right,
there's both the testimonials and you talking about it, then that's like a triple whammy right there because then they're getting they know that you've done the work. There's a success, and so people are like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this lady. I like what I see, and it's kind of a warming process. They're getting warmed up to you.
right, right.
So first week, what is your goal? Get those testimonials
And post on
and then
social.
post on the social where your ideal client hangs out. Okay, week two, go live. And Michelle, because I know you, go live with, are you creating any of these paintings right now? Like, are you actually
I
doing,
have
do
a
you have
whole
any?
video of me painting the peacock series.
Okay. Can you break it down into smaller
Yeah.
chunks? Like, here's this is the way I started, and then this is the way I ended. Like, make like a fast forward or something like that. People love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then on the second week, post that because people love to see, that's kind of healing just to see it like a blank canvas and then the
Yeah. Go
pouring and
from
then,
nothing
oh,
to,
there's,
yeah.
yeah, people love to see that. And so I post that on the second week with including more testimonials or repeat testimonials from the first week and go online and talk about your passion of why you start this, what you see in your clients. Just go online, do a pop-up on that social media where your ideal client hangs out. So that's week 2. Okay. And then week 3, when you ask those clients that you're asking for testimonials, I want you to ask them, do you know of anybody else or anyone that would benefit from this type of work, this type of product? And I will guarantee you because they are your client, they're already your ambassador because they bought from you. They're going to give you at least, one or two and sometimes even 5 people. Okay. And what you want to target is those women that have followings. If you can try to find those, that would be amazing. On week 3, get referrals and also start to find those women that are already online that have followings of goddess or spiritual or something that kind of works together. Reach out to them and send them some of your videos. Hey, this is what I do. This is some of my testimonials. Do you know, you don't have to say it directly to them. You can ask them, do you know of anybody that could benefit from a goddess series commission work like this? Don't ask them directly, just say, you know, I'm looking to do some more goddess series commission work. And I will bet you by week 4, since you've done that, week 4 do similar things. Again, go back to those that have bought from you, ask for referrals because you're not going to get everybody, in the third week, and then look for those influencers and then send the email out. That's 30 days. And I will guarantee you that will.
That's week 3 or 4.
So
What's week
week
4?
3, that's week 3, but on week 4, you're going to rinse and repeat, do the same thing. You will be gaining momentum at that point.
Okay.
And I want you to feel that vision that you had today, that came today. I mean, that was amazing. Like you had all those singers, those are already influences, people that sing. And you told me that you've sang and then had your paintings in the back. So if you can fit that in there somewhere in there, and I know that you're going to sing soon. You said in November, right? You're going to sing
Yeah.
in November.
Hmm.
Are you going to have your
Yeah.
paintings
November
in the
2nd.
back?
Yes. I do that now. I
Okay.
take them with me. I take a
Okay.
few of the bigger ones, I don't, I got like 20 over here.
Yeah.
I tried to do that one
So,
time and it was like, are you kidding me? And then I had a rain
but
cancellation. I was like,
what? I want you to take that vision that you had today and just remember that. The more you can remember, it only takes what, a couple minutes a day?
hmm.
If you do that for 40 days, you're putting out that vibration to the universe. I mean, you know this. This is the secret,
Right.
you know what I mean? You already know this. You're in that vibration, you're embodying that vibration, you know it. And when you know it, and when it is truth in your belief system, it happens. It just happens.
I'm ready. No, it's so serious. Like I've been through a lot and we've discussed this, the artist way. And I, was friends with Michael Beckwith and doing The Secret with him before it was The Secret. And a
Right.
lot of these Wayne Dyer,
Hmm.
lovely man, I sang before his um talks. And knowing all these things, and then, this is where Bill, I think that where you can help, people like me that, I know what to do, but women, we feel like we got to take care of everybody else before
Hmm.
ourselves. And then we get to this age and we're like, I'm tired. Now
Yeah.
what do I do? I don't have that piss and
Mhm.
vinegar like I did when I was 20 and 30, to go work 80 hours a week. Now I'm just like, I don't wanna. So where do you create that balance? And I think Bill, like that's kind of
Yeah.
what you give to your clients. Am I correct?
Hmm. Bill,
I help a lot
you
with
gonna, okay.
permission and
Oh,
intention. That's what he's saying. Great.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And
I love
allowing
that.
ourselves to give that permission to us because
Hmm.
like I said, we're
Yes.
caregivers. We just kind of, we feel like we
Yeah.
don't deserve it. Yeah,
Right.
I gotta cook, I gotta clean, I
Yeah.
gotta pay the mortgage,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
that's great.
We have another question. Monica saying, what if you are just going to start and do not have any testimonials? That's great. You can, what Bill was saying, that's great. Offer your service to a Yep. Yep. In exchange for a testimonial. That's exactly what I was going to say. That's, and then once you get like a really good result for somebody, it just, it's kind of like wildfire because then they become your advocate.
Right,
And then
right,
it just kind of takes off from there. And
right,
also the testimonial, this is a really neat thing that you can also help people with. So if you're helping entrepreneurs, you can tell them, if you give me a testimonial, that'll be visibility for your business as well. And
right.
so they're not just getting your service, they're going to get that visibility of that testimony of their, whatever it is that they're doing because they did a testimonial for you.
Yeah,
Does that
that's what
make
happened
sense?
yesterday in our VIP lounge. Judy Libido was matched up with Yaya. And
Hmm.
so, Yaya's going through, the female change, and Lucy Libido has all these plethora of products. And so now Lucy's going to go on Yaya's podcast and they're helping each other out. And, Yaya has over 4 million followers. And there you go,
Hmm.
just by going to one, you know, by being in this, summit.
Yeah.
There's a huge connection that was made. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I get it. It's just a
Yeah.
matter of, it's like, you know, with all the things that I've done and learned, I'm like, I get it
Yeah.
conceptually, but it's
Yeah.
doing the work and giving yourself, like Bill says, permission to do the work and,
Hmm.
permission to give yourself that time to get to the
Hmm.
next level instead of just
Right.
staying down.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so Michelle, does that give you a clear picture of what you're gonna do for the next 30 days to kind of gain momentum?
Yeah, and I'm also going to, try to get like my website in order, my new pictures up on my website. And then
Okay.
also, because, some people say, do it on your website, do it on your social media. Where do I sell it? That's especially art.
Mm,
And I've been
hmm.
researching where to do that. But,
Okay. Okay. Well, just remember that you can go like all out on a $10,000 website, but the website isn't going to, if you're out singing and you have your paintings behind you, that's more visible than, let's say, a website that you have to work on the SEO. The SEO works, you got to work that
No,
for a
I mean where
while.
they can buy it from.
Right,
Like
where they can buy it from.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
already
if,
have a
if you're,
website. It's just a matter of
okay.
putting it
Hmm.
up there.
Right,
So,
right. Yeah. And that wouldn't be hard. I can help you source that out. That wouldn't
yeah.
be hard. So, but yeah, I have some resources that, you can probably tap into and yeah, so you can save some money and you don't have to pay somebody like thousands of dollars just to do that.
Yeah. That's another
So,
thing.
yeah. But anyways, this is the type of work that I do. And I am opening up my calendar for only for a few days, well, for next week, and for five appointments. And normally I charge a lot more, but just for this summit, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute kind of strategy call for you so that you can get your plan in place so you can get clients before the holidays. So this call is 30 minutes with me. We go over the plan. It's $25. You can book a call, but you have to be ready to act on that plan. Like if you're not ready to act on that plan, like don't book a call now because I really want to make sure that you're serious about what you want in terms of getting clients before the holidays. So here is my link. And again, I normally charge a lot more. But this is my calendar link. It's only open for next week, and I'm only taking the first 5 people. So on for the replay, this is also, going to be available, but again, only for the first 5 people, $25, and then we'll go over your plan so that you can get clients within the next 30 days.
Also, I want to remind everybody about if you want to get the whole, summit, we have a place where you can get that as well. And how much was that? $97 for the two
It's
days?
97. Yeah,
And
for
that
for
has
well,
all
for
the
3 days.
speakers, all of their free gifts,
Mhm.
and a lot of great information. A lot of great information.
Yeah.
And then aren't you you're having your class?
I I think what I'm doing, I'm kind of shifting. I'm gonna
Oh,
have these strategy calls, and then I'm gonna see if I'm still gonna have that class, just because I've noticed that the people that came to the summit are looking for more kind of strategy versus just podcasting. And I can do the podcast booking, but they also want a strategy on how to get clients fast. And so, I want to be able to serve that need for the people that have come to me for this summit. So,
okay, great.
yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Well, does
Are we
anybody
wrapping up?
have, eh,
Oh, we have
but
questions?
yeah, let me make sure that we're leaving everybody okay. So, Karen, do you feel like you have enough information um, for your plan for the next 30 days to get your ideal clients as fast as possible? Oh, Karen is there. She might be engaged in something else. Okay. And I want to make sure Monica's okay. Okay, well, just thanks. Michelle says thanks, Bill. Yeah, Bill's great. All right. Well, let's go ahead and put in the link. Team, if you can put in the link. Oh, Karen said, are you asking if I want a 30-minute contribution? No, I'm asking you like with the exercise that we just did, are you clear on your plan for 30 days to gain momentum so that you can get clients now within 30 days? Gain that momentum and really kind of feel into that energy that we worked on today. That's what I'm asking. Yes, I think so. Okay, good. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the VIP. Let's see. Okay, good. We've got the VIP link here. And again, the VIP is going to give you the replay for all 3 days. Bill is going to be speaking in this next bonus series that you'll receive in your inbox today. Let me go ahead and talk about a little bit about all the speakers that you're going to receive in your inbox today. So,
We got Rachel
Rachel,
Lowen.
yeah, Rachel. Um, yeah, do you want to talk about her or do you want me to talk about her?
You go ahead. You go ahead. I'll get the next
Okay.
one.
Okay. So Rachel is an operations architect and AI strategist who helps consultants, boutique agencies, and coaches cut through operational chaos with smart AI systems. I love what she does because her talk is about let the systems run without you, like let it run without you. And so when I saw her talk and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like wouldn't that be amazing if we learned how our business can run without us?" That's what she teaches on. I mean, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I
Wouldn't
mean,
we all like that?
a little refresher from having to do all the
Yeah.
manual work.
So Rachel is gonna talk about that. So I'm excited for that, and that's gonna be in your inbox.
Okay. And then
Um,
we have Jenny Watska. And
mhm,
that's she talks about sales, and that's one of my weak points.
mhm.
I can't sell myself. That's just one of those things. I could sell anybody else, but for me, I can't sell. And she talks about like a two or three different fun things, fun activities that can, get your sales going because, I've gone to a lot of these sales meetings where it's just like, okay, you got to do this, this, and this is gonna what's gonna raise it. But they get to be mundane after a while, and she's got some fun activities that get you motivated.
Mhm. Yeah. So her talk is called Fall in Love with Sales. Find
Find your
your
two to
two to
three sales activities that are fun and
yeah,
convert.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, so can't wait for that. And then Amy is her passion is helping people create profitable streams of content.
Mm,
I mean, who doesn't want that, right?
yeah, yeah.
And so she actually does it with AI. So she helps you do this with AI. So
AI is
AI
going to be
powered,
everybody's got to learn how to do AI because
yes.
it's the next best. That's a lot of people were talking about on the summit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Who I can't remember, but I gave her the name Wu Wei, for she's the woo woo, but she's using AI, the technology. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
pretty amazing. Yeah. So Amy Harup is the one
Hmm.
that's talking about AI on that. Um,
Yeah.
and then we have Brian Peranza. He is magnetic.
Well, before Brian Bill's
I know, but
speaking,
he's not here, so I figured. We wait till he
I
got back.
see. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Brian Piranha, is I saying it? Oh, it is Piranha.
Yeah.
Is he a piranha? Let's see. Um, Success, no, magnetic confidence, health as the key to dream clients. Yeah, you got to be in health. You got to be healthy to
Yeah.
do anything for yourself or for your clients, right? So,
Yeah, he is Brian is a premium health and lifestyle coach dedicated to helping driven professionals optimize their health so they can perform at their best in business and in life.
hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. I his energy is amazing and he also has a podcast. So,
Oh, I'll have to watch that. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm so lucky. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm so lucky. I get to get all this information and watch it, and just for being the host. Plethora of information. And we have David Viola. His
Mhm.
one life, management, OS for business and well-being success. So
Mhm.
what is that kind of about, Odette?
Yeah, so he I'm gonna say that the world's first operating system that unifies business strategy, human well-being, and AI into one framework. Well, I guess we're gonna find out, you know.
Yeah.
And I love the way he intertwines AI and business strategy and human well-being because I think AI is also a source of some tension. People, I
Yeah,
mean,
some people think it's
AI
the
is
dumbing
changing the
of
world.
America because
Yeah.
it's going to make people lazy and not use their
Mm,
brain as much. But,
yeah.
in business, we have a certain amount of time to do this and that. And so,
Yeah.
it can help. And
Yeah.
last but definitely not least, we got the bad, we got the Bill Boone and his series is what we were just talking about earlier. Uh, Success starts in your head, mindset, marketing, and momentum. Since Bill is here, can we unmute him and so he can tell a little bit about what it is, Odette?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Bill.
Hello,
All
good
right,
morning.
Bill.
Well, basically, to me, everything you want to do starts with your mindset. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. That's,
Mhm.
that's, I think, a fundamental. And so I try to focus on helping people make sure that they know they can, but then given that, then it's okay. So if you want to have a business and you want to have something that can, feed your family and feed yourself and have you lead the lifestyle that you want, then ultimately you're going to need to have the tools that go with that, the strategy and the direction. And so, in terms of what I provide in this particular course, I mean, it's sort of based on my summit strategy where that I help people identify, the type of person they are and then the type of person that they like to work with and the type of things they like to do. So it's a matter of, like if somebody's really data oriented, then they probably shouldn't necessarily be a coach. They should be an engineer. They should be something,
Right,
more like
right.
that. They should be involved, and in terms of online world, they should be involved in e-commerce. They should be, there's a lot, or they should be in software as a service. There's lots of different things that for somebody that is, non-people oriented and data oriented and analytic oriented, there's lots of things they can do, but there's probably some they shouldn't. And then for people that are very people oriented, then they probably shouldn't necessarily start at something that's very data oriented. Because,
Right.
for me, using a personal example for
Makes
me, one of the
sense.
ways I made the most money online was through Amazon FBA, but I hated it
Yeah.
because
Mm.
it wasn't so much the selling and the e-com part. That part I liked, but the thing is, the dynamic of it is that you're not the only seller on a particular product. And so then it's what we call a race to the buy box, the bottom of the buy box. Amazon gives you the thing that says a buy box, and then that actually rotates between different sellers for a particular product. And so then you say you're in there with a group of buy sellers who all of a sudden decide, well, I'm just going to sell it for nothing. And then all the profitability goes out of a product. So you had to watch
Mm,
every product to see if it was still going to be profitable. So there would be certain times
right.
like where I would hold my price and let somebody else sell out. Then when they sold out, then that's when my product would sell. But think about having to
Hmm.
manage that if you have 10 products, if you had 50
Right.
products, if you had 100 products, it's 16-hour days of watching the buy box to make sure that somebody's not doing something that's stupid.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
so to do that kind of monitoring and stuff, that was not part of the lifestyle that I was trying to pursue. I was looking for a way to, sort of set it and forget it, or at least to be able to not have to watch it,
Right. Set it and
24
forget
hours a
it.
day. There's a
Yeah.
difference between, I mean, like I had no problem doing the work, but it's kind of like, well, okay, it's now I've already been at this 10 hours now, and then now I find out right as I'm getting ready to quit, then here's somebody like, well, what's going on in this? All of a sudden I stopped getting sales in this one product, and it's like, oh, this fool just took it down. We're selling if the price that everybody else is at is $40, now this guy's selling it for 25. But
Oh,
Hmm.
fortunately, that they're eventually going to run out of inventory, and then that's when things going to normalize. But that just got to be a hassle, and so that one wasn't right for
yeah.
me. And
And then you're
for some
making
Right.
people,
five
it
dollars
is.
an hour
Hmm.
Yeah.
because of your
And so
time
you
is
have to
money.
decide. So then so I try to help people figure out, okay, well, here's what these models look like. Here's how they actually work. Because I mean, especially when I'm working with new entrepreneurs, they don't know how it works. They don't know what it entails. So I introduce people to the different business, but I don't do it in this particular course for this summit. But I mean, what I do ordinarily is that, I introduce people to the different online business models after I've identified who they are and the type of people that they would be successful working with. And then that's when I sort of do a matchmaking service, kind of like where then I
Right.
coach somebody into suggesting that like maybe you should start here and then and then this model is the one that you're probably going to have your best success with, and let's try to match you up with that because using my personal story, I've tried them all. Some I didn't like, some I hated, some I loved, but I didn't make any money on them. So
Hmm.
the idea is to sort of use me as their sort of testing dummy to where that they can understand that like, well, look, this is what this entails. So if you like doing this and you want to put the effort in to make money at it, then great, it can make money. And then the other ones are like, well, you're not going to like this because it doesn't fit your personality at all. So you may as well not,
Hmm.
ideally you shouldn't waste your time, but if you really want to, that's on you. So I'm trying to
Hmm.
help
Right.
people short circuit and avoid the mistakes and the things that
Right.
can take them down the wrong path so that they have a higher probability of success when they do pick a business and start it.
Great. Now, is
Amazing.
this for like what you were putting in the chat earlier, the for women 40 plus,
Well,
or
as
is
it
this
turns out, the
different?
people that want to start the online business, yeah, a lot of them are, former homemakers who either decided they didn't want to go back to a corporate world or whatnot. But I mean, but that was more my vision coaching because that's more the woo-woo part. And so women are more,
Hmm.
prone for, and interested in that. That part of my business is probably about 50-50. In terms of helping people start an online business, that's about 50-50.
Hmm.
But when it's somebody that's just pure vision coaching, where that we're spending most of our time doing, getting the mindset, feeling that they deserve it, finding out who they want to serve, how they want to serve them, and then, and then once they decide that, then, well, why am I doing it? I try
Right.
to answer, a lot of my coaching answers the why, the like, to
Hmm.
help people figure out why they want to do something. Because like I'm a certified dream coach and I've done and I actually, well, though I did that on the side of my corporate career, I used a lot of those techniques in the corporate world working with, employees, because, a lot of times, the place I worked, we had to hire, well, especially when I was at AAA and I'm hiring branch office employees, a lot of these people would be entry-level employees and they were going to be the frontline employees dealing with customers. And so a lot of them were early in their career or relatively young. And so they didn't have a vision for where they wanted to go in terms of life. And
Hmm.
so, although it wasn't necessarily part of my job as a manager, you know, it was my
It
job as
helped.
from
It probably
me
it
to try to
probably
help them
lifted
figure out like hey, I see
morale.
if I met somebody here that they're 23 years old, they've got a lot of promise, and it's kind of like, well, what do you want to do with your career? And saying, well, I don't know what I want to do in my career. So then that's where I would spend a lot of time with them and try to help them figure out, I know at this point I know you're good at this, this, and this, and this. And like there's some people that I helped get out of an admin role into a sales role where they, tripled their income because there was somebody that was naturally good at it, but they didn't think they were. And so I
Yeah.
sort of guided them, into different career paths where that they were, a better fit. somebody that may have been, instead of dealing with online internal, when dealing with outside customers, they were better dealing with um, internal customers. So, got them to a role where they were maybe a support person inside the company versus dealing with supporting to support the outside customers. So it's just a
Right.
matter of trying to, so I think we're in all my roles over my career and in my business now, it's always trying to match me people to do to find where they can be the most fulfilled, where they can be, have the most success.
Bill, thank you so much for sharing that, and I'm looking forward. I want to watch. God, there's so many great speakers and unfortunately we didn't get to see you live on the last 2 days. I mean, there's just we had so many speakers, but we do anybody who wants to, see Bill. I mean, he's one of the speakers and has a lot of great information. I can't wait to
Yeah,
listen to
he's
it
going to
myself.
be in the inbox, everybody's inbox today. Yeah, with his presentation. And he's just a
How
plethora of
handsome. Look at
knowledge.
that
And
picture.
I know. So let me, all right. So um, let's see. Well, I think it's time to wrap up the live session for
Okay.
today. And and that was kind of like a rundown of what you will receive in your inbox today. We're excited for you to see those speakers as well, the bonus speakers. And I've just had such a great time,
Me
Michelle.
too. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me, everybody.
yeah,
Thanks for
thank
coming and chatting.
you.
And for those who are on camera, and for those who won some freebies, good for you. And can't wait to the next one.
Yeah, yeah, we're excited. Thank you, Karen, for
Thanks, everyone.
being here.
Have a
Thanks,
fabulous
Georgiana.
weekend.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right. Be on the
Take
lookout
care.
for the next speakers on your in your email, and we are looking forward to seeing you again for the next summit. All right. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.